My grandfather died the year before I was born, but his memory was kept alive through stories and photographs that my grandmother and mother would tell me. And they made me feel like I knew him. He was an adventurous person. He traveled the whole world. He was involved in several historical events. My two sons have heard me tell these stories, but I want his memory to go on. I want my grandson and any other grandchildren to also know about him. Joseph's mother died when he was a teenager. At the age of 16, he left his home in Germany and started to explore the world. He became a sailor and traveled to the Orient, where he acquired hand-carved chess pieces that he transported in a handmade box built by himself. April 14th, 1912, Joseph stood on the Titanic's dock.
Come on, Joe, it's time to board.
I have a funny feeling about this. The engine room is all the way at the bottom of the ship. If anything ever happened out at sea, we would never get out.
It was 1914, Central America. Joseph contracted malaria while he was helping to build the Panama Canal. His travels took him to America, where he was a clown in the circus who trained dogs to perform tricks. I inherited the circus trunk he used for his belongings. 1929 to 1939, the Great Depression. Living in New York City, he worked as a machinist during this time period, at least until the work ran out. He had a nervous breakdown. He recovered, and in the 1940s, until he retired, worked as a building superintendent at several apartment buildings in New York City and New Jersey. I feel like my grandfather and I are kindred spirits. Throughout my life, I've worked at a variety of jobs and had several careers and also had a love of travel and new adventures. And in fact, my name is a combination of his and my grandmother's. So in a way, he lives on in me.